I think social justice and intersectionality, it all sort of ties into everything. In my opinion, like, I can't advocate for equality if I'm not advocating like globally and environmentally as well as socially and economically. When I think of like advocacy, it kind of like it has to be sustainable. So I think a big like first impression for me of like campus was how close together everything is. I pretty much just like can go wherever I want to, which is like a very liberating feeling for me because I've always hated like using a car or like using fossil fuel, and especially like being a single occupancy like traveler, I guess. Like I always hated doing that. Like I didn't really drive to school, I took the bus. So it's nice to be able to just like walk everywhere, and like even like if I want to go to some event that's like kind of far away, even still it's like only like 15 minutes usually. I'm a nonprofit management and leadership major. I'm also interested in the School of Global International Studies. Specifically, I guess my goal is like doing advocacy work, but I also think it's important that a lot of things that we do have sort of like a global focus, especially here in the States, because I think a lot of the like big problems are happening here, but they're also happening in ways that are unseen to us in other places across the world.
And I'm just delighted to extend the warmest possible welcome as we celebrate an exciting new initiative on the campus. The campus and the community will look back on this day as one where we took a significant step forward to create something remarkable that will nurture not just plants, but also people. Thank you.
I've gotten more involved in food groups at IU, like gardening and sustainability food stuff. So it's made me like appreciate food more, I guess. One thing that I haven't talked about very much that's like extremely close to my heart is youth leadership and youth advocacy. I'm the president of Prism Youth Community here in Bloomington, which is a group that serves LGBTQ and allied youth ages 12 to 20. We do sort of like social programming. We have like events. We also have weekly meetings. When I think of advocacy work and how I fit into it, there's a lot of things that everyone can advocate for, and it's just as effective, but one thing in particular is like I find it really important that youth are represented in talks about youth. So I acknowledge that there are a lot of great examples of representation that just a lot of people don't know about. Also argue that Raj is an example of maybe a token. I think the reason why I'm interested specifically in nonprofits is because of my youth community, Prism, and I don't think I have like a super well-defined like idea of where I'd want to work, but I think really any like nonprofit that like deals with like helping less advantaged people or like marginalized groups, usually like with an intersectional approach. I like watching them jump really high because they have like no regard for their safety right now. So they'll just jump. I want to advocate for people here, and I want to sort of like amplify voices here, but I'm also super interested in doing work in other places. Bloomington will probably be my like home. And I think it just like really brought me out of my shell and taught me like that it's okay to be whoever I am.